All right, guys, let everybody kind of get in here. For those of you watching on YouTube, we're going to work on finishing this canvas. And I had a thought about this. I'll share with you in just a minute. I'm going to pull some Pitt pens that I know I want or need. Just pulling some Pitt pens. Hi, Dot. And I think this one is tentatively sold. But I don't know for sure. I mean, it's going to kind of depend, I guess, on how she turns out. All right. Thank you, Teresa. I need to get some more canvases so we can do some more. All right. So before we start her, I thought Bob had an idea. We looked it up. This is a kingfisher. And I think I want to add some magicals. I went in and kind of muted out some of the dark lines because I didn't like them, but I need to add some color back in. I softened and blurred this. Hi, Mindy. So I think I want to add some magicals in a couple places because he was talking about their feathers being iridescent. So, but let's start on the mermaid first, and because I know I need to use the white Pitt pen. Because her tail is going to be so dark, let me zoom the camera in. Oh, thank you, Nanette. We'll see. Oh, I don't know if I'm what Prima's looking for, if they want something different. You know, I've seen a lot of people post on the site some really neat things. So definitely some steep competition there. Okay, I need a black. Okay, so because this paper is dark, I think I need to go dark and then come back with the white Posca like we did yesterday. So I'm going to start with adding in some shadow on the edges. Let me get a baby white. And I want to kind of, I'm getting my hand wet just to pull back some of that in the middle. Because I don't want to lose the print altogether. But she may be sold already. The one I did yesterday, it sold within 10 minutes of me posting it. And I actually had 2 other people that went to buy it, and it was sold. And neither one was Xandra. Jean thinks it was Xandra. So I'm going to show this one to a client. And if she doesn't want this one, then I'm going to do another one of this other girl. Excuse me. Sitting on the rock. And I already have a teal. Somewhere I already have a teal tail paper for her already cut. Or I did. I don't think it got thrown away, but it might have. Excuse me, let me get a drink. Hi, Norma. A turtle with a mermaid or a seahorse? Yeah, I like the seahorses. I could almost do like a mermaid being pulled by it, like with the turtle, like the mermaid with the turtle. I think when I go to buy canvases, I want to get a little bit bigger canvases. These are 8x10s, which is a good size because it can stay affordable, but it's harder to do a composition and not cover up too much of the sorry, my brain is thinking too much of the pour. Like I don't want to cover up too much of the pour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that white in there where I want to come in with some other colors. Because then we can color those dots. Because this paper is so dark. Okay, so let's let that dry. And then set that aside. And let's add a little bit of, this is a magenta with a teal. And then I think I want to put Hogwarts orange in some of those, a couple places. And then I think yellow rose might be good. So I'm just going to get an X-Acto knife to lift out some powders. I don't think I want to use my good watercolors. I didn't say anything. Dot trigger-headed. I knew I had to work today, so I didn't know if I would be in the mood or not. I had to go to work this morning and this afternoon. So this is all. So I'm going to take each of these and put a little bit on the table. When I get paid, I'm going to order the watercolor medium, and I thought I'd try seeing how the magicals kind of work with the watercolor medium. I just want to give this a little bit of sparkle. So I'm just going to put it in a few places, and I will tell you all of my, and I'm even going to put it in the background in a few places where that yellow was and let it do its thing. Because you cannot go wrong with shimmer. But it does look a little different than it did yesterday, because I did come back and soften. See, I'm hoping with the watercolor medium that you can like mix it and keep it in a cake and have it accessible. All right, so let's wash that. And you might not be able to see this on camera, but I don't think you'll be able to see the shimmer. You might on the other colors. Okay, the Hogwarts, I don't want much of at all. And this kind of almost has a teal color in it too. In the mica. Oh, and I lost my white in there too, so I'll probably add a little bit of white back in there in a minute. Okay. Yeah, I think they look better. I just softened them. I went too heavy. I should have used a smaller number of micron pen. This may be too purpley. Now that I look at it. Let me add, I'm going to add a pink to that because it's a little too purple. Let's add some peony scarlet into it. Okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna just add it in a few places here and there. I think when you mix it like this, the other thing is it's easy to lose the mica. Okay, I think that brightens him again a little bit. And let me clean that. This up. And I like it. I hate the camera backwards thing. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on the camera or not. Hi, Kat. And I think I saw Joan as well. For those of you watching on the rerun on YouTube, this is a live stream, so I am talking to people. You're welcome to join us if you subscribe and click that little bell twice, once for notifications, and then twice you'll get, you can go in and monitor how you want your notifications though. But then you get notifications when I stream. All right. What I want to do is put some teal in here, and I want some silver too. So I want to find the, and I thought I might use a little interference. Also. So let me pull those paints. The silver is always elusive. There's the two interference colors. I need to do a dot system. There's the silver. All right, so what I'm going to use the Pitt pens, but then I'm also going to use the purple and violet interference and the silver. And I'll probably use my dotting tools for that. But first, let's come in here and color some of these turquoise. And I'm just using a light turquoise right now. Let me zoom the camera in even more. I can get it where I can see it and you guys can see it. So it's going to look like the dots are disappearing for you guys more. But you might eventually get a cast of color. And then I'm also going to use the darker turquoise in some places. We'll see. I don't know. Right now, it's duller than or splotchier than I thought it would be. Let's get I'm going to grab some of the smaller ones that dot. And I don't know how the interference will actually show up on here. Because the interference comes out as white, but then it dries kind of clear and shows the mica. Okay. And I'm going to take and I'm just going to dot amongst where we've already got the dots. You can sort of see let's and then I'm just walking the dots is what they call it when you don't dip every time. So they'll get smaller. They'll vary in size. The first one is a little bit larger. Chat back. Yeah, I think in the end it'll be pretty. And it should have a little bit of a texture. Now that texture may be a problem when I go to do her hair. And then I'll probably dry brush some silver and some interference in here. Okay, so that gives you. And then that's, like I said, that's a metallic silver. Now let's try. These are gonna completely, this is a purple. So I don't know what how it'll show up dry. All right, now I'm going to go in with the magenta one. I have one that is a turquoise that I might also use. But I thought since pink was the predominant color, I'm going to add some silver more back into that. And I think I'm going to grab a little bit of silver on a brush. Pop a few of those and drag it. Because I can always come back over and put dots. Okay. And let me find the one with the turquoise. Because I do think the interference is going to show up when it dries. Okay. Like I said, it's kind of hard to some more. Okay. Let's clean up that paint. I'll set that aside in case I need it. And let's dry that a little bit. All right, so I want to turn on the heat gun. I even letting a few of these blister. Because that way they'll bubble and pop. Okay. So I don't know if you can see I don't know if you're going to be able to see the colors like I can see because of the glare. You're going to get a flash of it every once in a while, but if I rock it too much, then you get the glare. But you'll just have to trust me, it's turquoise and magenta. All right, so let's get her skin. Oh, just a second. I'll take that back off because my finger had some black on it still. Yeah, I think it'll be really pretty when we're done. Okay, this is her hair down here, or will be, but there's gonna be areas where her skin shows. So we'll cover all that, and then we'll add the hair in and on top of it. Okay. This is just a darker, it's called cinnamon. Yeah, it will be, once it's coated, I mean, it'll have a 3D because it's, like I said, I blistered them. So some of them are high and some of them are low. So when you touch it, you can feel. And then like I said, a lot of this will not be skin showing. There'll be hair. Okay. Okay. So her hair needs to be gray. We're going to make her hair gray, but we're going to put some strands of color in there, some of the pink and the teal and some of the lavender. I don't know why I didn't push some of that up there. There's just a little bit of the face showing. Okay, so turn this sideways. All right, so let's take, that gives us, that gives us some of the gray. Now I'm going to add kind of a lavender. All right, and then I'm going to add I think I'm going to add a little turquoise in some areas and blend. I'll turn it sideways again, sorry. Okay. Sorry. It's hard when it's this zoomed in and I get, so that's where I'm at so far with the hair. Okay. I'm going to go back in and I think I'm going to add a little, I'm adding my darker colors and I'm going to come back with lights in a minute. Okay. I don't think I'm going to put any pink in there at all. I feel like her face. Needed a little something on her face. Okay. Some darker gray. All right, now let's take the Pitt pen and add some lines back in. All right, let me get it where you guys can see. Okay, let that dry. And then I think we'll put some lighter gray on top of it and maybe the lighter, like just the lighter colors on top of it. Got a couple places that like where it went off the campus with this canvas with the silver. back with the baby white. Clean up. Okay. Just want to bring back that kind of definition. A little bit better. So the tail stands out just a little more. Okay, I think that's dry enough. Okay. I don't know. What do we think? I think it's I'm pulling right here. I don't think. I'm pulling back to the white paper right in here. The line just didn't seem right. All right, I'm gonna turn it sideways. And I'm cleaning up some areas on the skin. I'm going to give her more of a. Okay, she needs more of a, like a chin. Profile. Oh, yeah. I gotta straighten that up real quick. I think, yeah, I think that helped the hairline. Not super happy about her face, but I could have left some of her back exposed more, I guess. Okay, all I'm doing is just taking my nail and scratched in. Okay, I think that helped close up. I think she might be done. Does she need a quote? Not that I have a lot of quotes like ready. Let me back the camera out. I think you can see the whole canvas that way. You can see the colors up close. It's definitely a canvas that it's going to show better in person than on the camera. I'm putting the pins back. I'm just thinking about a quote somewhere right down here. trying to read through these and see if I see anything that. The journey is the destiny. Enjoy the journey. I was trying to pick one from here in black, but I can print something. I could put a quote about a mermaid too somewhere here, but I just thought about one of these Tim Holtz. Not all who wander are lost. Okay, so what I'll need to definitely do is coat her with gel medium. Just so that paint and all of that is in there. Yeah, the tail, I think, well, it's got medium on it, but it's really three-dimensional. And in person, you can really see the colors, which kind of go with the pour. Kind of want to put not all, just keep on swimming. How about let's go somewhere? Yeah, that would require going to a computer and printing. I was trying to use one of these. Well, I may show it to my client and ask her if she wants a quote or not a quote. And then I'll varnish it. I don't know if she'll end up wanting this one or not. It may not be gray enough for her. It may have gotten too dark. Yeah, the printer's not in here. That involves going to another computer. It's not in here. It's in the dining room where every good printer should live, I guess. And it's not on the new laptop. So we're doing good. We haven't gotten any paint on the new laptop. I need to sign it. I'll probably sign it up over here. Let me hit it with the heat gun real quick. Impressed, no paint. What do you mean? Yeah, the pour background turned out pretty. Oh, no paint on the laptop. Yes. Mama would have a conniption fit. You know, I got it at Christmas. It didn't come in here until June. I kept it in the other room and kept using the other one. But when we switched to YouTube, then I needed to switch. Right, just signed it right over there. And just a little bit of like an eyelash shadow where her eye would be. Just a suggestion, because it's really barely shows. All right. That is me done. An hour dot. But I'll take a picture and I'll send it to her and I'll see if she wants a quote or no quote. Yeah, but it's so pretty, Teresa. It's this pink color. It's orchid. And it's so shiny new. I just don't want to get paint on it. Now the other one had paint. I'm sure this one will. And I think this looks better too. Now, and there's some shimmer on it. And so the shimmer on the bird matches the shimmer in the background. But I do like the softened. I just took a baby wipe after it was dry. And I do like this softened area around him. So I think that turned out okay. It'll look really good when it's matted and in a frame. And went to the post office. I hope she gets her package from me today. And if that's the case, she might come on before Z when she gets home. Because she's going to be super excited when she gets my package. Just saying. This is sad. Look how thick that is. Won't close. I want to pull it off. All right. I don't know if anybody else is going to stream or we've probably gone through our roster here today. But I needed to get this done, so thank you, Trudy. Glad you're coming to the streams. There's splatter all over. This is bad. You're welcome, Dot. This is all right. Look how much I pulled off the lid and the container. Because it's half empty. So there's dried gel medium all the way along the edge. But I can get the lid on it now. All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream. And I'll see you at Z's